Hi everyone, welcome back to Via Oracle. I got a new card deck. It's Inner Temple. Look at these magical cards. Oh my goodness. They're so galactivating. And the actual cards themselves are amazing. I'm really excited. I'm gonna start with this deck because I'm really pumped about it. It's so sparkly and pretty. Okay, what's the energy for the collective? For our aliens. Oh, sensuality. Okay, yes. Today is Friday, which is Freya Day, which is also a Venus day. So sensuality, love, romance is in the air. Oh my goodness, and soul retrieval. Okay, wow. Some of you are getting incredible healing with not just this day, but I'm getting for this week for this new moon that we're going to have. Okay, I'm gonna pull from my sacred geometry cards. Tell me about the soul retrieval. What's going on with this soul retrieval? Ooh, okay, we have Sri Yantra. This is definitely a feminine masculine activating symmetry symbol. And it's one that I think monks would use for meditation to achieve enlightenment. And then we have, wow, we have Dancing Through Eternity, transcending time, a love and a romance that transcends time and space. Oh my goodness. And look at this, the Tolkien. Yeah, Mayan calendar time and the octahedron. So we have an incredible amount of healing coming through a divine romance that is creating a kind of eternity, a portal. It's almost like sensuality became the gateway to a part of yourself that was forgotten to time. And I'm getting that this might be like a past life activation as well as a kind of clairvoyant remembrance of some psychic abilities coming back online. Tell me more. I'm gonna pull from the Shaman Oracle. What's some of the abilities coming online with this reading? Ooh, flow. So major manifestation and also being in alignment with the will of the universe. For me, it's God. So actually just going with God's will, being aligned to God's will, and letting that current of faith take you where you want to go. Tell me about sensuality. Okay, wow. So we have magic, the mystical shaman, and the ghost dance. Okay, so this is about working with clearing any energy from your ancestors. And this is about the clean slate, the erasing of false identities to tap into the truth behind every story, behind every energy pattern or karma that plays out. And magic here is all about, I think, the power that is coming online for you with this sensuality and soul retrieval card. There is again, like a remembrance and activation of your higher self, your over self, your true self, your whole self. I think whole self is the key word here. Okay, I want to know more about what this magic is. Ooh, Hag of Gray Owls. Wow, okay. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of bird energy. I think that this owl energy in particular, owls are usually about shadow work, and the gray owl, there's wisdom, there's I want to say clairvoyance. It's the one where you can like see into the future and you can see things almost maybe like bilocating or astral traveling or lucid dreaming. Like there's a kind of a visual exploration of other dimensions with this card. You're going beyond the veil. Okay, yeah, I was talking with a friend and her eyes were like almost a green color, and I was like, oh my gosh, your eyes can like see into the other dimensions. And so some of you might have really interesting eye colors, and that could be correlated to some of your clairaudience. I'm pulling from Sacred. Oh my goodness. I'm pulling from Sacred. What is this? Mysteries? Yeah, Mysteries. Okay, learning. So learning, oh, interference, oneness and beauty. Oh, interesting. Okay. So there's learning, oneness and beauty, and then we have an interference. I'm gonna pull on the interference with some tarot. Tell me about what the interference is with, oh. Okay, we had the High Priestess come out, and let me see what else is here. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. Are these reversed? No, these are all upright. Oh my gosh, this is insane. All major arcana. We have the High Priestess, we have the Lovers, and we have Tower. So yeah, it was like when something happened with your kingdom union divine partner, it shut off your clairvoyance. And when you are connected to this person you're supposed to be with, this eternal romance soulmate, it reactivates your psychic abilities. Okay, so something happened. I think actually this card, the Tower, in this respect is about, like, it hit you like lightning. It kind of shook you out of a slumber. It was like the interference, though, I think also, okay, this is the message. It's like hitting me now. The interference here is you didn't know you had this ability until you needed to activate it to protect your partner from something that was attacking them on a psychic, energetic, spiritual level. So until your divine feminine or your divine masculine partner was in danger from a spiritual, energetic, like non-physical source, that's what caused the interference, which caused you to need to soul retrieve and remember how to protect what you love. Okay. Yeah, so that would explain like the learning, the beauty, the oneness, because you're learning and tapping into these divine codes, and it's from source. It's from something ancient and old that is, it makes me think of Ancient High Tech, kind of like that book by, I think it's Joseph Stewart. Okay, we have the dragons. Oh my gosh, the love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. Okay, this could be Lemurian energy here. And yeah, really ancient energy. So whoever you and this person are, you and your lover, I feel like this is a message for both the divine feminine and masculine. You have dragon guides, benevolent dragon guides, and you're very, very powerful. This card actually pertains to royalty when I look at it. I don't always say that because it doesn't always apply in readings, but for this one, these are high profile unions that I'm tapping into today. Okay, time management. Place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus. So invoke your benevolent guardian dragon to help you finish a project. There seems to be something going on with time here, and I don't think it's urgency. It's more about mastering time, because there's something that needs to happen here. What needs to happen? I'm gonna pull more tarot. Oh, I have the deck upside down, that's why. Okay, 5 of Cups. So like emotional dissatisfaction, walking away from something disappointing, and Queen of Swords. Okay, interesting. Does this have to do with the time management we were pulling on? Tell me about the 5 of Cups and Queen of Swords. Okay, we have Page of Wands. And Page of Wands is like, I think there was something going on. Okay. You have been too dispersed in your energy. Yeah, and like with the Queen of Swords coming out, I think the masculine perhaps has been too dispersed in his energy and not focused. And so the Queen of Swords coming out is like, you need to lock in and stop goofing around, is kind of how this card is coming out to me right now, is like somebody who is not locked in on what they need to be doing, kind of like a dilettante, but not really focusing on what's important here. So tell me what's important. Maybe I'll pull from the Shaman card. Tell me, like, what's the important focus for the Divine Masculine with this reading? Ooh, yeah. The Rattle and Taming the Wind. So change is coming, and it's for the collective. It's for the greater good. The Rattle is like shaking you awake, masculine, because Taming the Wind is about change. It's about an inevitable change in the collective happening. And the Rattle is about getting your mind to go higher, to think about what's best for not just yourself, but for the collective. Because you're only going to have this powerful card. It's a master card. You're only going to have this master card come out when you have a powerful influence on the trajectory of the collective consciousness. And so there is a calling here, and it's a divine calling, and that is the soul retrieval. And the divine feminine, I feel like, is waking you up to your magic, waking you up to your powers, your abilities, because there's the urgency is for the rest of the world. It's not just for yourself. It's huge. It's okay. Icosahedron. I just think of Zelda when I see this. It reminds me of the Triforce. I don't know. I've actually like dreamt of that video game not very long ago. And in Legend of Zelda, like, you kind of think that it's all about rescuing her, but Link actually goes through his own transformation to get to the point to be able to rescue Zelda from Gandalf. It's like every single point in his journey leads him to become the person who is able to save her from her captivity, from oppression, and to ultimately save the world. So that card tells me that it's all connected. Like, what brings you and your partner together, this is crazy. What brings you and your partner together is directly related to the fate of the entire world. I don't make the rules. I just read the cards. I'm going to pull another one of these really beautiful Inner Temple cards. I love them so much. Oh, Chamber of Surrender. Ooh, okay. And Chamber of Transformation. A lot of transformation. And with this new moon, I feel like it's reminding you the time is now, masculine and feminine. The time is now to step into your highest, most powerful divine expression. And the mantra that I like to use is, I am on my highest divine organic loving timeline. And so feel free to use that, because it's very activating, and it seems like that's exactly what needs to happen right now. Bagalamukhi, she is all about cutting off slander, cutting off gossip, cutting off, I want to say, the lower residual energies of speech. There's a Bible verse that the tongue is like a double-edged sword. It can bring life or death. And so I'm paraphrasing, but Bagalamukhi is about, she actually cuts off the tongue of the demons that are speaking poorly of you. So like there has been, I think, like spell casting put on you, even with like this magic card, people speaking badly of you, people speaking bad energy into your field, your health, your futures. And so I just rebuke that off of you in the name of Yahweh by the blood of Jesus Christ, canceling those curses and hexes and spells. Oh, we have whale. This is like actually really Lemurian. Yeah, and throat chakra and singing. So there's actually a really powerful vocal expression coming through with these like ancient creatures guiding you, feminine and masculine, in your union, in your healing, in your transformation. I get that the whale is also, it's naturally matriarchal, so the whale kind of represents the deep, dark waters of the primordial divine feminine. The whale, they have menopause. So not a lot of mammals besides humans have menopause. I think whales are like the only other ones. And the whale song has healing powers. And the whales are ancient guides that have been holding codes to the Lemurian civilization, which I believe to be hidden underwater somewhere. And take with that information what you will. Tell me about the whales. Okay. Luminous warrior. This is about not having any enemies. It's about being so bright and luminescent and powerful in your light that you have no rivals. You have no enemies. And then earth, because you're a luminous warrior for the earth. And the crow is about truth. So stepping into your highest truth, which is that you are for this planet. You belong on this planet, and you are an advocate, an activated, maybe even somebody from like the Galactic Federation of Light, or somebody very high up in battling for the fate of the collective consciousness, for humanity, for the ascension, for the new earth. Somebody who actually holds really important codes for the spiritual warfare that's playing out right now. And divine masculine and feminine, I really believe that this is a message for the 144,000. I don't think that's a number of people. I think it's more about the activating of that number in terms of what it means to you watching this right now. But this message is high up there in spiritual activation and information. It feels like this is not an ordinary reading. And you're surrendering to it. You're surrendering to the process, because the transformation is happening right now. And I mean, it's tearing down everything that would have been a comfort or hiding place. And it's not in a negative way, it's just you can never go back to who you were when you were asleep. And when you're awake, to who you once were before you incarnated into this era of forgetfulness. It's the Kali, it's the Yuga Kali, the Durga Kali, I can't remember. It's about the timeline of forgetfulness and transcending that by becoming aware of who you are. I'm having a hard time speaking right now because I'm just like getting flooded with information and energy, honestly. It's like really a lot. Okay, so with the sexual tarot, we have, oh my goodness, okay, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess again. This is a very strong, autonomous, alchemizing, powerful, abundant, divine feminine. And we have Six of Cups. So this looks like, okay. These two cards to me, the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, it's like dealing with a distorted feminine who is doing like projection magic here. And it's for her own vanity. You can see like with these two mirrors that it's just self-serving with that. So going toe-to-toe with the distorted feminine energy on behalf of your beloved, your divine masculine. And then we have the Fool. So like a major new beginning. The Ace of Swords, like an inspiration and intellectual activation. I can see this as being like new neural pathways or a kind of remembrance, cellular remembrance, and then the Chariot. So it's coming at you really fast. This new chapter that you're being initiated into. Okay. Tell me about, I'm going to pull more Kali cards. Tell me about this new chapter for the divine feminine and the inspiration, the Chariot. What's coming very quickly here? Oh, okay. Dharma of Kali. And then we have the Kali Yantra. This is the second time we're getting this card with the Sri Yantra, you guys. Yeah. So Sri Yantra again. This is about bringing the spiritual into the everyday material. You are someone, divine feminine, who has the ability to bring all of the magic of the unseen realms, all of the helpers of the kingdoms, all of the guides and angels and aliens and ascended masters, and you anchor them into this everyday material 3D realm. And people can really, really feel that and sense that from you. It's like everything you touch turns to gold. You're very favored and promoted in everything that you do. Dharma of Kali. This one is, to me, I think you're stepping into your Dharma timeline. So you're not doing karmic shit anymore. Pardon my French. I feel like you're moving into your highest timeline. And that card just affirms it. Tell me more. So rising above the dark days of life. Because with spiritual warfare, it's you don't have time to get caught up in petty dramas and just silly little stories of people playing out their little games with their game of house and their matrix realities. You're way too big for that. So yeah, release your inner rebel because you're an ancient one, you're a chosen one, divine feminine, and remembering that will help you transcend the dark days, because ultimately every dark day that comes your way is just a test to help you remember how powerful you are. And the releasing your inner rebel. I mean, it says, be yourself and create your own universe, because your authenticity is your highest frequency. I think they did a Faraday cage test with that to conclude that it was authenticity that was the highest frequency, not love, which I don't know, what kind of love they were testing out. I think if you had, kingdom soul union partners in that Faraday cage, love would be a lot more powerful of a frequency. But for just general love, yeah, authenticity is more powerful. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. We have the unseen and the seen. Yeah, which is the Sri Yantra again. You can tap into these realms that no one around you seems to be tapping into quite like you, feminine. You're really, really powerful. This is really great. Tell me about the unseen and seen realms here, because this is the owl card again. It's like the clairvoyance. You're being given visions from God that go beyond the natural into the supernatural. The peacock. Literally, immortality and beauty. Beauty and immortality. It's just again and again. You are timeless, feminine. And you have so much magic and so much power. And you're bringing that back into your everyday reality. You can't shut it off. It's like with this astrology, with this moon, and with this year, there's no going back. You're going to have a completely different reality. By the end of this year, you're going to be a master on high of these unseen realms that you've been tapping into. Okay, wow. I'm just gonna pull from another sacred geometry and then maybe we can wrap this up. I don't know where to go from here. Oh my God. It just keeps going. Medicine wheel, definitely a healer, a shamanic healer with these cards. You're not just up there in the ethers. You're not just talking chakras and aliens. As much as I love you, aliens, I'm also talking to somebody who is grounded in the earth, who can be there as a death doula, who can be there to understand the animal kingdoms and the plant kingdoms, to be tapped into natural resources and to advocate for them. Okay, we have the Taurus. Yeah, the Taurus is potentially the shape of what we exist in. If you can think of the earth as like a Taurus, our bodies are a Taurus, right? The energy flows in a Taurus when you do biofield tuning. Frequency healing here with the whales and the Taurus together. So frequency magic or frequency healing. Okay. Throat chakra, singing, mantras, words. The power of words has been coming up really strong with this reading. Infinity. Absolutely transcendent, who you are. So there's 3 words that I got from this amazing Angels Are Always With You video by Spirit Empowered Truth yesterday. It was incredibly moving and activating for me. I highly recommend. The word everlasting represents the angels, because they once were not, and then they were, but then they continue on after that forever. And then infinite, I think, is for something without beginning or end. And then celestial is for all the beings within the spiritual realms that are mortal, eternal, and otherwise. So with this affinity card, it is like something that I just want to say is really divine, really powerful, really sacred. It's like, I don't know if you're connected to Jesus, but it's that energy. It's the energy of immortality that's coming through here with the peacock and with the dancing through eternity. Okay? It's somebody who is beyond space and time. I can't make this up. It's too big to even describe with my little cards on my little video, but that's also why you're so abundant. Because this is the fruit of life. And life is actually very easy for you, feminine. And you can manifest abundance so naturally because, I mean, this is just a little blimp on the spectrum of the vast expanse of the multidimensional nature of who you are. Because you're really, really big and profound and powerful as a high priestess, as God's chosen little princess. Okay. Gonna drink some water. I did not pull a lot of tarot today. I'm gonna pull another tarot. Like, tell me about the union, the divine union here. What's going on with that? Oh, interesting. We have Queen of Wands. We have Temperance. And look, it's like this angel energy with the wings. And then we have Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Queen of Wands, Temperance, and Page of Pentacles. Like a feminine who is really finding the balance with, I think, financial pursuits and embracing, like, fitting in her very charismatic, attractive, magnetic personality. Somebody who is like a little bit of a creative artist or performer, or someone who just likes to create like a experience for people. Tell me more about this. Okay, we just have cards raining down. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and so death and rebirth. Like so much transformation happening. It's like, because I think your masculine, your divine partner, is somebody who is like really anchoring a safe emotional space for you at this time, feminine. And your masculine is, I don't know, it's like it's bringing up a part of you that is like, there's a sentimentality here, a sense of like, and then the time, the young and old. It's almost like, this reminds me of Metatron, because Metatron is like described as being like young and old in some of the etymology I was reading about him. But there is this kind of love that taps you into all the parts of yourself, like the parts of yourself that are like goofy and young and old and wise. And it's causing, I mean, Four of Wands is a celebration. It's a victory for your union, for your love, because it's so powerful. And that's, I think, I want to pull another card. What's the death and rebirth about here? For the divine, is it for the divine feminine? For the divine masculine, tell me about the death and rebirth for the divine masculine. Okay, so the divine masculine is caught up in drama, and that would explain why he has been showing up with like these cards that are like focus, focus, because it's like he's a little caught up in like the wrong things. Excuse me. Okay, what's the divine masculine caught up in? Okay, so like money, like the end of a financial, maybe the end of a career or the end of a project, something that took like a really long time, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow. So tell me more. Okay, the moon and judgment. Yeah, your masculine is feeling really emotional, or if you're the masculine watching, you're feeling really emotional about a ending with your financial project, your career, money-based project. It's like creating a huge, it's bringing up all your feelings with this moon on the 14th. But also we're feeling it right now. Both the moon itself and the moon of your inner landscape are having you feel a lot, and it's creating a sense of you're coming to a judgment or a conclusion about something. What's the judgment or conclusion about? I'm gonna pull. Oh, it's like a heartbreak, a betrayal. Okay, wow. Judging a betrayal that's taken place for the masculine. Tell me more. What's the betrayal about? Okay, the Empress. The betrayal. Tell me more. Okay. This is reverse. Okay. Sorry, I have to like muscle test if cards are meant to be reversed. That's just something I do. So 3 of Swords and the Empress with 9 of Swords. Okay. With 8 of Swords. Oh my god. King of Pentacles reverse. Whoa. Okay, is this for the masculine? Wow, this is crazy. This is so much trauma and heartbreak and anxiety all of a sudden. Yeah, like the masculine, I think, had a huge heartbreak. About a woman in his life. Gosh, it must have been a karmic. Karmic. So the divine masculine in this reading has just undergone letting go of a major disappointing, betrayal, heart-wrenching karmic relationship. That would kind of play into the reading I did last time I posted with the big changes for the divine masculine. So the divine masculine had like, I want to say like a distorted feminine or a they call them like a distorted soulmate or a distorted twin flame. And so I think this was how he saw her, was like this beautiful feminine watery Empress energy, but then it ended up resulting in like absolutely devastating heartbreak and anxiety. And with the King of Pentacles reverse, it's almost like this woman was like taking from him financially. Okay, let me just pull for confirmation on that. Was that about like financial betrayal? Like, what's the betrayal here? Tell me about that. Okay, yeah, so like maybe another man that she was studying with the King of Wands here. A King of Wands with a 3 of Swords usually pertains to like an affair. Okay, yeah. So, and then the 8 of Pentacles is like that's probably how they connected, is like through a mutual study of something. Okay, this is like taking a turn. What's going on here? 4 of Cups. So emotional dissatisfaction. Tell me more. Okay, so yeah, like this, I think distorted feminine was emotionally dissatisfied with the masculine for being isolated in his shamanic, spiritual inner journey and landscape. It's like she wasn't happy with how he basically just kept to himself, maybe making her feel like left out. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. So then we have expanded Sri Yantra, so more Sri Yantra energy. It's like, wow, the feminine and masculine, it's just like, this union, this divine high profile union that I'm doing, like, your energies together as a couple are so transformative. It's like blasting off into the next dimensions. I don't know if it's like 7th, 8th, 9th, I don't know. Hexahedron, yeah, like, I think she saw him as like a square. But then there's a lesson here. Okay, I'm gonna pull on my inner temple. What's the lesson? Tell me about the lesson. Oh my goodness. Chamber of Protection. Okay, tell me more about the protection. Oh, the masks we wear. So yeah, okay. This is very interesting. So I feel like for the divine masculine, it was like he created a sense of protection for this distorted soulmate or twin flame or whoever it was. And also, I feel like this person was wearing a mask, like they weren't authentic. And the masculine is learning his lesson to essentially protect himself from that false light energy. Somebody who this distorted partner was almost like, I want to say just a total like mind F, really, like somebody who really like with the judgment and the moon and like really tore up this masculine on an emotional level. There's like so much heartbreak and betrayal here. Like this person completely has wronged him in every way. And so I think that's why he's just like caught up in the drama right now. And the divine feminine is using her psychic abilities, her supernatural powers to create protections for the masculine is what I'm getting. So actually I'm going to pull a sexual tarot on that. Tell me about that protection. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. And then we have, oh my goodness, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh, 999. 999 is endings. It's, whoa, 999. That's significant. I think 999 is Archangel Metatron. Wow, yeah, this was like the end of a karmic cycle that was really intense. The Hanged Man is just, I think, about being in a state of suspension and spiritual retreat and really taking that all in, because like I think it was like almost like a paralyzing situation. Like you could not move forward, masculine, until this was resolved, because it's closing out everything. It's time for a change. Yeah, do not wait or put off decisions any longer. It's time for a change. So that's what the Hanged Man is. It's like masculine, everything that has been breaking your heart, and this person who is in your life who is betraying you, cheating on you, taking your money, destroying everything that you've built up, it's not because life hates you and is punishing you. It's because you're meant for something even greater than whatever you were playing out with her. It's like the Hanged Man is about being like halted. And so you were suspended, you were paused, you were waiting, and now it's like the end of that cycle. But also look at like there's a lot of love here with your new partner. There's so much love, and I'm gonna pull from the Shaman Oracle on this. Tell me about this like ending, beginning. Oh, whoa, okay, the Child and the Beloved. This is fascinating. Okay, I'm getting the message now. It took me a while with because the Empress throws me off, because the Empress is like, hang on you guys, I'm finding the card. The Empress is, when I see her, usually I'm like, that's a baby, that's a mother. And so actually, yes, it is a mother, and she brought forth your child, but the woman who had your child isn't your divine partner. And I think that's why there's been so much drama and suspension and anxiety and betrayal, because you wanted to have the happy nuclear family, but you found your beloved, and I think it's with somebody different. I'm gonna pull just like show me like the beloved in this situation. It's the Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man again. The Hanged Man again. Oh my god. Okay. What is going on with so much Hanged Man energy? Oh, but then we have the Sun. Well, that's positive. Okay, what is happening? Can we just get like... Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. I'm gonna pull from soul cards. This is like actually really confusing for me right now. Like, what is happening with all this Hangman energy and the 9 of 9? The Sun. Whoa. Okay, Helios. Helios coming through. Even like the Sun being like the Son of God, Jesus. Like, I feel like there was something in this experience that is bringing you to Christ, or bringing you into, because the Sun activates our DNA, and the Sun is the keeper of our light codes. The solar flares, I feel like there's solar flares activating you at this time. And with the Hanged Man, I just need to pull on the Hanged Man. What's going on? What's happening? Pulling from my Gabriel cards. Have confidence in your creations. Motivations. Editor. Okay. It's like a creation energy. So, okay. Somebody who's like masculine, you're like really creative, and you're really powerful, and it's almost like you radiate out like the sun. Like, you're embodying divine masculine energy. You are the archetypal blueprint of the divine masculine. Speaking to somebody again, like really high profile, really powerful. And these cards are probably just pertaining to the fact that you're on the precipice of a completely new project, and it's requiring you to let go of everything that you've built up thus far. Like, it feels like a reset. And so you're contemplating your next move. It's almost like you're waiting for that divine inspiration to hit, because your next project is going to be channeled. It's God's will channeled through man to manifest in the physical realm. You're a tool that God uses to bring forth the divine into the material realm. Okay, tell me more. Okay, we have Pentagon, so like a portal here. And then we have Steam Cave and Morning Meeting. Okay, so really like sexual energy. There's like a lot of romance and sensuality and like seducing. Okay, sorry, my nose is itchy. I need to pull on... Let me read from the Pentagon card, you guys. Power and excellence. Okay. 5-sided holding energy that represents power, excellence, regeneration, and transcendence. Yeah, which is also the Sun cards. Oh my gosh. And it's a star. And you are protecting yourself from some real or perceived threat. And you were needing confirmation of the effectiveness of your actions. Okay, so yeah, like a dark, it's almost like that demonic Pentagon occultist energy, or like Scientology energy, like spell casting on you. Ask yourself what threatens you. If there is a physical threat, you are advised to seek support. Emotional, mental, and spiritual dangers often arise from lack of attention or unwillingness to listen to your inner guidance. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm pulling from the Sacred Hag Oracle on that. What's the protections? Cracking the cosmic egg. Okay. What's that about? Oh my goodness, masculine. Acceptance and balance. Okay. Acceptance and balance of cracking the cosmic egg. Yeah, masculine. It just feels like you are transmuting what was a major psychic attack, some hexes, curses, spells put on you from perhaps your karmic partner. And then Bhadra Kali. What is Bhadra about? Now I'm like drawing a blank on everything. This is like wild energy that I'm in right now, you guys. What is going on? It's like, okay, our wild divine mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity could stem from the tide of negativity, the Dark Mother of Grace will conquer the obstacles to your freedom and gentleness. With gentleness, she manifests herself now as Bhadra the Gentle. She will eradicate doubt and despair and provide safe and graceful passage through all difficult. So that was the square energy with the square card. It's the cube, pardon me. Because it's like you've been trying to contain and protect yourself, masculine. And it seems like your feminine is like seeing this all play out. And there's been major spiritual warfare. So when there's a lot of spiritual warfare, like I would pray Psalms 91. You could also declare like no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I just really like scripture works wonders for canceling. The Prayer of Freedom book by B.D. Carmichael is a great book for canceling all contracts with the occult, hexes, curses, spells, unseen realms, breaking like soul ties and entanglements that are holding you back or putting bad energy on you in your future and your path, masculine. And so maybe just saying some prayers and really clearing the energy, repenting of sins, and getting right with God, with the sun coming out twice. It's like you just, I think, need to lean back into your faith on God and access him in this spiritual warfare that you've been fighting. Also, Joseph Prince is a really great reference material. I always feel better after listening to him. If I feel like I'm under a cult attack or whatever, like, he's so wonderful. All of his videos are really beautiful and inspiring and healing. Okay, I'm just gonna pull like a final inner temple card, or two. I guess they keep coming out in twos, which is very Gemini season. Oh my gosh, and they're doubled. Both of them are double. It's like double, double. It's like meiosis, mitosis over here. We have the Mystic and the Machine. Okay. And then we have Hold On, Let Go. Whoa, yeah, masculine. You've been like fighting battles with, I want to say, like archons, like reptilian, draconian, 4D, archon, android timelines. You've been going against like distorted, dark, feminine energy that is like in witchcraft and in like with pentagon energy. That's very demonic to me. And then you're just not sure if you want to hold on or let go, but all these cards are telling me that you need to just start fresh, because like there's judgment, there's the 999, there's the Tower, there's protection and the Lesson. It's like all of this is closing out a really dark, heavy karmic contract, entanglement, chapter. All of it is going to be wrapped up in a pretty little bow by the end of this, I'm assuming, month, because you've been through it, masculine. Okay, tell me how we can wrap this up here. Awaken all your senses. The time is right. Yeah, it's like you're not shutting down parts of yourself anymore. You're not fragmenting yourself for your situation. It felt like with that square card that you were boxed in, and you are a radiant sun. You are too expansive and bright to be boxed into any limiting container. The Holy Mountain. There's something about like a mountain, but also an ascension energy. It's sacred, very sacred. There's, okay, the seer. Yeah, this is like you and your feminine together. You see things beyond and then stand still. I think you just need to go like on a little mountain pilgrimage. I think you need to go out in nature, masculine, and get downloaded by God with like stand still in nature on top of a mountain. Maybe take some shrooms or something and just get downloaded straight from God. Like, what the heck is going on? Because clearly you just need to clear your head and like get high and ascend all this convoluted chaos, confusion energy. There's something I heard, maybe it was from my therapist. If you're confused, that's your answer. You should not be confused. Confusion is a negative archon entity energy. It's not our natural state of being. We should not be in confusion all the time. Okay. Can I just like wrap this up? It's an hour-long reading. Protect what you love. Yeah, so you've been under attack. The masculine has been fighting spiritual warfare, and oh my god, I can totally see why his feminine is just like, I'm seeing all the things. Because, like, oh my goodness, this has been so intense for everyone involved. Okay. Yeah, a difficult path is being revealed, lost in the ruins of the past. Like, it's just so hard for you to let go, masculine. I think it's because you have, like, a family with this other person. Maybe it's a marriage, maybe it's a business. I don't know, but it's just like there's so much of your life wrapped up in this old paradigm that needs to close. Yeah. Letting go and love. Whoa. Yeah, so it's like, I don't think this is about your current partner. I think this is about your, I mean, it's weird because I can't really get a definitive timeline on how this is playing out. Love letting go. It's like, I think that's in regards to you're letting go of what you thought was love with someone who didn't love you, which is very heavy. Tell me more. Oh my goodness. It's like already an hour-long video. King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is you, masculine. You're so sharp and highly intellectual and like a Renaissance man. Very talented. Ace of Swords. You're having this download about a Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. Leaving it behind. Yeah, leaving behind. The Queen of Pentacles has just been coming out as like a distorted karmic feminine in this reading over and over again. And then the Five of Swords. It's like leaving her feels defeating. It feels like you can't win. It's like nothing you do feels like there's like a proper solution in this situation. Okay, but like tell me what's the energy here? Flamingo. Yeah, because you're just trying to find balance. You're trying to find balance and please this person, and you're trying to do everything right that will maintain the energy of this relationship. It's like you want to maintain a sense of friendliness between you two. You don't want it to be bitter or sour. I think because there's the child card here somewhere that I can't find, because there's a child involved, so it's understandable that you would want it to be amicable. But thunder is about big change. I feel like this is just playing on the huge reading I did for the masculine last time, but now it's like we're getting the feminine perspective on it as well, because he's going through a big change. And we know that this is a really high profile union, and we know that it's the feminine involved is like super powerful. There's a lot of ancient energy here. Oh, projections. Yeah, because it's like this, with the mirror cards that came through, this feminine energy is like, the distorted feminine energy is like constant projection. And so I feel like the Five of Swords is like just feeling defeat about that, because it's like you're constantly reaching for somebody behind the mirror and behind the mask, because we got the mask cards. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. That was somewhere too. Sorry, guys. Oh, you should see this pile of cards I've created. It's a nightmare. So the mask card is in there somewhere. Yeah, so that's this feminine that you're dealing with, masculine. It's like you don't even know who she is underneath all of this manipulation and destruction. It's like, oh my God, look at this. Masculine and feminine. I swear we've just pulled all of the dual cards in this deck that I just got, like masculine, feminine. And I lost my crown. Oh my God. Because trapped and freedom. Wow. Masculine, feminine, trapped and freedom. Okay, yeah, it's almost like the masculine is having a hard time with like any relationship because of how traumatic this past dynamic was for him. That could be with the Hanged Man, is like he needs to take a pause and get perspective because of just like how much trauma and betrayal and hurt has been caused to him by the distorted soulmate, by the distorted twin flame. And so God, it's like, this is so intense. It's almost like he doesn't even know how to relate to the feminine after that, because like she was, with the Empress card, his connection to femininity, and then it was completely false. Tree vessel. Yeah, so like somebody who holds the codes of the trees, and then Metatron's cube. 999 Metatron. Okay. Well, like masculine, you are tapped into Archangel Metatron. You might even be Archangel Metatron. I don't know. The tree vessel here can also pertain to like somebody who hosts ancient knowledge and wisdom. And I feel like when these cards are coming out like this, that's the divine remembrance, that's the soul retrieval. And I feel like the masculine has been taken for the ride of his life with this false karmic twin flame soul mate energy. Okay, we have compassion. And cosmic consciousness. So I feel like this is the healing energy that will take the masculine into the next chapter, because he is radiant and powerful. You are radiant and powerful, masculine, and nothing that has happened to you can take that away. Just because people are parasitically taking from your energy doesn't mean that they can change and poison you and turn you into one of them. Because, I mean, the truth of who you are, you cannot be destroyed. You cannot be teared down to that level. And so recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. And a new strategy is required. New. The new is here. The Tower, the 999, it's all happening, honey. You cannot avoid it. It is. Have the courage to be free. Freedom. Yeah, know that freedom begins where desire ends. Stop trying to force. You need to be in that flow state. We had the flow card earlier. You are in flow state. You are not forcing things with someone who's not meant for you. And the lotus within you awakens because you are a master in light on high. This is a master card. Divine masculine, wake the fuck up. I'm sorry for my language. Thank you for watching this reading. I'm going to pull one final shaman card. What does the masculine need to know going forward? Like, what is this? Okay, more of the sun. Wow. Okay. The Earth Keeper. The Sweat Lodge and the Time Master. Yeah, masculine, just sweat it out. because you are way too powerful to get bogged down by any of this. You have things to do. You are a guardian for this planet. You are an important part of this ascension. You have gifts to bring. You have a purpose, and you are right on time for your destiny. And there's nothing that has been taken away by the locust that cannot be restored to you. And that is a Bible verse. And I think that that is a great note to end on. Blessings, masculine, feminine, to your union and to your futures, and all watching. Thank you so much. Bye.